Warning: do not play the midnight game. It is very dangerous. There is a very real chance of death for those who play the midnight game, and there is an even greater chance that it will drive you insane. It is highly recommended that you do not play the midnight game. If you do choose to play, do so at your own risk. Midnight game preparations. To play the midnight game, you will need a large candle, a piece of paper, a pen or pencil, a box of matches or a lighter, a container of salt, a needle or pin, and a house with a wooden front door. Midnight game instructions. Step 1. Write your name on a piece of paper. It must be your full name, first, middle, and last. Step 2. Prick your finger and place a drop of blood on the piece of paper. Allow the blood to soak in. Step 3. Turn off all the lights in your house and stand at your front door. The door must be wooden. Step 4. Place a piece of paper in front of the door. Light the candle and place it on top of the piece of paper. Step 5. At the stroke of midnight, knock on your front door 22 times. You must finish knocking before the clock moves to 12:01 a.m. Step 6. Open the front door and blow out the candle. Step 7. Close the door again and immediately relight the candle. You have just invited the Midnight Man into your home. Now, the midnight game begins. You must walk around the house in the dark with the lit candle in hand. Your goal? To avoid the Midnight Man at all costs until exactly 3:33 a.m. If your candle goes out, it means the Midnight Man is near you. You have to relight the candle within the next 10 seconds, or the Midnight Man will get you. The candle is your only protection. If you are able to relight the candle within this time, you can continue moving around the house, avoiding the Midnight Man. If you are not able to relight the candle fast enough, you must immediately surround yourself with a circle of salt. You must remain within the circle of salt until 3:33 a.m. The salt is your last line of defense. Do not step outside the circle of salt, or the Midnight Man will get you. If you make it to 3:33 a.m. without being trapped within the circle of salt, it means you have won the midnight game. Whatever happens, the Midnight Man will leave at 3:33 a.m. And, if you are still alive, it is safe to go to sleep. If you spend the entire game staying in one spot, this will only result in the Midnight Man finding you. It is highly advised that you keep moving throughout the game. Signs that the Midnight Man is nearby. 1. Your candle will blow out. 2. You will suddenly feel extremely cold. 3. You will hear a low whisper. 4. You will see the shadowy figure of a man in the darkness. Rules of the midnight game. Do not turn on any lights during the midnight game. Do not use a flashlight during the midnight game. Do not fall asleep during the midnight game. Do not use another person's blood on the paper that bears your name. Do not try to use a lighter instead of a candle. It will not work. Do not attempt to provoke or anger the Midnight Man in any way. It must be exactly 12 a.m. when you begin performing the ritual, otherwise it will not work. Some final words of advice. Do not play this game. There are many dangers involved. Summoning a spirit or inviting a ghost or demon into your home is incredibly dangerous. You could be abducted or become possessed. Running around with matches and candles in the dark is extremely dangerous. Do not burn yourself or set your house on fire. Pricking your finger and messing around with the blood is dangerous. Do not allow yourself to come into contact with someone else's blood. You could catch a disease. Finally, our advice to you is, do not play this game.